Hello wonderful soul, welcome to Rejoice Bite, and today I'll be teaching you how to make puff puff in a way that is different from the one you have been using every now and then. And if you're a beginner, trust me, this is easy, you can also do it. This makes the texture soft and fluffy. So I began by adding 1 tablespoon of coconut oil to slightly melted butter, which is also 1 tablespoon. I then measured 2 cups of milk. I then began to sift my flour. I sifted a specific amount which I later measured, and I got 6 cups. So I decided to measure a lot of flour, which is specifically more than what I intended to use, just in case my dough gets too light. I could use the leftover to thicken it and I don't get my flour all over the place on the floor and on the counter. Now I went in with my nutmeg. I do not have sufficient nutmeg at home today, so I just used the one that I have, which is less than ½ teaspoon. I also forgot to save it, so when it is your turn, please remember to save it. I now went in with ½ teaspoon of salt and I added ½ cup of sugar. I then mixed the dry ingredients until they form well. So now I went in with the 2 cups of milk that I showed you earlier on. Please remember to microwave your milk for at least 1 minute when you take it out from the fridge. You want your liquid to be at the same temperature with lukewarm water. The paste that I want was too thick, so I had to add a little bit of warm water. And mind you, I went in with my liquid gradually until I got the desired paste. I now went in with the coconut oil that I mixed with butter earlier on, and this made the dough look even more beautiful and fluffy. Now I went in with ½ tablespoon of vanilla extract. This vanilla extract smells so good. I made sure to mix it well, and then I cover my dough to sit for some time. While my dough is at rest marinating, I measured 1 tablespoon of yeast and added another ½ teaspoon. I also added ½ teaspoon of sugar and very little amount of lukewarm water. This way the mixture will be thick. After it has risen, I poured it onto the paste we have and mix it generously. Afterwards, I then put it in my oven to let it rise faster because I was in a hurry to use this. Please do not forget to place your dough directly underneath the light in the oven. You can also use the microwave or use sunlight when it is available to you. Now I went in with some paper because I want this paper to trap excess oil when I bring the puff puff from the hot oil. That way when your puff puff sit for multiple days and you press it, it doesn't bring too much oil. So while my paste was about getting ready, I made sure to preheat oil on a low heat. I then mixed the paste until the air inside it came to a reasonable level, and then the paste began to feel like it was before it has risen. Now this process is the most interesting part. I fetch in a generous amount, not too much, the one which could fit into my hand, and then press it through my thumb and index finger. I made sure to do this gently so the oil doesn't burn the glove. When you see the puff puff you drop inside begin to turn on its own after a few seconds, then you know that you are doing it right. Now the difference between this method and the 2 other methods that I know is that the dry method, people add the yeast, the sugar, everything together and just add the lukewarm water to let the dough sit and rise. I also know the other method which people use sugar to activate the yeast first and then add it to the dry ingredients, which is also fine. And I noticed not a lot of people add a butter or oil to the dough, so trying this method has exposed me to the fact that adding something that has oil can help your dough to be very soft and fluffy. Sometimes I do add coconut milk because coconut milk has some amount of oil in it. That way you don't have to use the normal milk. It helps you, and then it's just straightforward. Another important detail is to keep turning your puff puff once you notice it starts to turn golden brown. You don't want your puff puff to cook on one side too much than the other side. Just keep flipping until you get an even golden brown color. One thing I noticed about this recipe is that mixing the ingredients first and adding the yeast at last kind of give this vibe of marinating a meat. I feel like the flour, the nutmeg, the milk, and then the butter, like mixing that first and letting it sit for at least 10 minutes before adding the yeast, kind of let those ingredients sit together well before adding the yeast to it. Now, the idea of the coconut oil, the coconut milk, or the butter in your dough prevents your dough from becoming too hard inside. It makes the inside feel like soft and squishy. I'll say it makes it taste so much better. Even if you have gum and teeth issues, you can easily bite and chew this. Trust me when I tell you, eating leftover puff puff has been something I never liked. But after I developed this recipe, I can eat puff puff even if it is 5 days old. I normally let my puff puff to sit and cool down after I'm done frying, and then package it into a Ziploc bag or a full plate. If you have a container, that is also fine. I then put it in the fridge, and when I wake up and then I had to take breakfast, I can either pair it with it, or when I have an event that I am rushing that I would not be able to make food, I just take some, pair it with my favorite drink or juice, and I am good to go. Looking at this puff puff in this video alone should tell you how delicious it is going to turn out to be. And also at the end of this video, I am going to show you how the inside of the puff puff looks like. Now on this channel, we are going to be cooking a lot of things. We are going to be experimenting how to cook food the way we want to. If you watch something on this channel and you think you can incorporate your ideas to make it taste your way, that is absolutely fine. Cooking is about cooking to your taste, and you're cooking for yourself. You don't have to cook based on what somebody showed you in order to arrive at your taste. You can add your ideas to arrive at the taste that you want, and that is the best part of cooking, you know, playing with ingredients and just having a good taste. So in order to get notifications about my future videos and updates, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on your notification bar. Thanks for watching, and just look at my puff puff. I actually paired mine with hibiscus drink, which was so fun and amazing. Thank you for watching. Bye.